Take a look here, guys. We're at the Tournament of Champions in beautiful Brigham City, Utah. This tournament is historic. It's the first ever prize money pickleball tournament ever. We've got the top players in the world out here competing on a PPA Tour 1000 event. What does that mean? It means it's one of the 10 most important tournaments on the PPA Tour. Points on the line, prize money on the line, and bragging rights, of course. This is a tournament that players circle each and every year, and it means something to win. We're here in our first quarterfinal of the day. The winner will advance to the semifinal match. We've got Colin Johns and Parento. It's a new pairing, but it seems to be one that works quite well. They'll also be pairing together next tournament in Cincinnati as we head to our second Grand Slam of the year. Something unique to watch from Collin Johns and Parento is they exclusively keep Colin on the right side. Traditionally in mixed, you'll see a lot of the male players stepping over and taking the left side of the court and really trying to get a lot of balls with their forehand. Catherine and Colin decide to play straight up, which is different, and I think it throws people through a different look and gives people something new to look at, and so far it's been great for their success. On the opposite side of the net, you have arguably the best mixed doubles woman player on tour in Jessie Irvin. If you're just looking for pound results, Jessie's someone that is there consistently, no matter who she's playing with as a mixed doubles partner. Whether it be Jeff Warnick, Jocelyn, whoever it may be, she's constantly on the podium. Her play style fits mixed doubles so well. She's so steady. She has a great backhand dink. She also backs off the line. And when she backs off the line, it gives Jocelyn the ability to slide in there and be able to hit a forehand. People, they try to keep Jessie back, but they can't float the ball, or Jay's going to step over and make you pay. So those are two things we want to look for this match. Let's look for what does the head-to-head matchup do for Jessie now that she has to dink cross-court with Colin. Will she play more head-to-head with Catherine, where Catherine's going to win a lot of those hands battles head-to-head? And what are we going to see on the opposite side of the court? Are they going to be able to get a rhythm where Jocelyn can step in and take a lot of balls as steady Jessie, as we call her on the PPA Tour, continues to put pressure with her forehand dink? A great below-the-waist flip from Jessie brings a lot of pressure. Ball sells out, and a point there for Jocelyn and Jessie. 1-2-2. One, 2-1, excuse me. Again, this is something we don't see a ton of. We'll see if Jessie elects to play Catherine in front of her with straight-on dinks, or if she elects to go cross-court and get in a forehand dink battle with Collin Johns, which I don't think is the smartest idea. Colin being one of the best right-hand players in the game. I do think this is a pattern that could develop that we see a lot of, would be a cross-court battle between Jocelyn Devilliers and Parento. I think that's a pattern we could see quite a bit of this match.
3, 2, 1. No. Second server. 3, 2, 2.
This is definitely a matchup that would have been circled on paper. Jessie and Jay come into this match definitely being the favorite. Colin, Johns, and Catherine Parento win would definitely be considered an upset. But I do think that it's a little closer than people may think, as far as closer to a toss-up. You know, Colin hasn't had much success in the mixed doubles realm where his partner has. His partner wins and a lot, and podiums a lot. And so it'll be interesting to see how Colin can play with Catherine here.
Second serve. Three, 4-2.
This is our first quarterfinal we're showing here on Championship Court. We're hoping to show you quite a few of these today. We're hoping to get all 4 on here if timing permits.
Side out.
The other quarterfinals consist of Anna Bright and Tyler Leung, who won in a tough 3-game match against Elise Jones and Spencer Smith. They won 11-9, 9-11, 11-6. Tyler Leung and Spencer Smith, former partners of last year, both from Utah. Leung and Bright, a new partnership. They were able to pull off a tight one. Again, it was 11-9, 9-11, 11-6. They move on to the quarterfinal where they're going to be taking on Lee Waters, where they're going to be taking on, Anna Lee Waters and Ben Johns. So Bright Leung, Ben Johns, Anna Lee Waters. That's going to be another quarterfinal match. Down on the bottom half of the bracket, we're going to have Kovalova Wright. They're going to be taking on Lee Waters and Tyson McGuffin. And the very bottom of the bracket, we're going to have Callie Smith and AJ Kohler taking on brother-sister duo Riley Newman and Lindsay Newman. All 4 of these quarterfinal matches should be great matches. Mixed doubles on the PPA Tour may be the best event. It's definitely tough to win, and you've got all the talent competing here. We're going to take a quick break right here. We're going to take a quick hydration break and a timeout. We'll be right back after a few short messages. A 3-2 here in game number 1. A great backhand volley followed by an overhead from Catherine Parento. Important they get a few points here as the ball comes over at 3-8. They need to chip away at that lead and try to apply some pressure. Definitely doesn't help there with a missed third. Let's see if they can get in a groove and start having some elongated points. I think longer points equals advantage for Johns Parento. A great two-handed speed up from Catherine led to that. Colin was able to sit on top of that ball with a nice put away.
4-8-2. Point.
Obviously, this is a very fun match. Tensions are high here with Parento and Irvin. Used to be partners. Decided to break up this year when the results weren't quite panning out. And so there's a little bit of tension. There's a little bit of a rivalry. It's something that's great for sports and something that you should want. Jessie probably wants to win this match a little extra, put a little bit more on it. And so it's fun to see a little rivalry form, a little bit of tension. It's what makes sports so fun, and it's what makes the PPA Tour so fun to watch. So you can watch here, you know, Parento and Irvin, both a little bit something extra to prove. They want to win this match so that they're the best female player on the court.
Second serve. Eight, 5-2. No. Right out.
And Jay missing just wide on that drop shot. Ball goes back over to Parento and Johns at 5-8.
5-8-1.
That was a big hold there. A few points here can start turning up the pressure on Irvin Devilliers.
Second
And Jay just using that wingspan. That ball was just a little too high. I mean, I'm talking a couple of inches high, and Jocelyn makes them pay. And a hold from Devilliers and Irvin. 8-5.
Second serve.
Something that's also fun with this matchup here is you have two of the smoothest players in all of pickleball. On the men's side, Colin Johns arguably could be considered the most smooth player in the game. His forehand dinks, his technique, the way he volleys the ball. And on the flip side, you've got Jessie Irvin, who moves so gracefully. She has such great technique, such great form as you watch them hit these forehand dinks. And so two of the best players in the world here, known for how smooth and how technically sound both of them are. We can learn a lot from their form, their compressed backswings. Both fantastic players that definitely pass the eyeball test.
6-8-2. Side out. 8-6-1. Point.
Great hands by Jay, and the ball still's a little long.
10-6-1.
Game point number 1.
Go.
Oh, what a pickup by Jessie and Jay. That is unbelievable, and we're back in a 50-50 point. Oh, and Jay tries to finish it around the post, and he misses long and wide. What a point and what defense. The crowd applauds here just north of Salt Lake City.
10-6-2.
Game point number 2. And there it is. Game number 1 goes to Jocelyn Devilliers and Jessie Irvin. They win game number 1 here of our first quarterfinal match. That was an important one. They win 11-6. They're playing some great pickleball. This is a partnership that we need to watch throughout the day. We'll be back here after a few short messages from our sponsors. All right, we're back here. You can take a look at the mixed doubles. Here's the quarterfinals that we have. We've got the 1 seed Kovalova and Wright. They're going to be playing Lee Waters and Tyson McGuffin. We've got Callie Smith and AJ Kohler, the 5 seed, playing the 4 seed. It's Lindsay Newman and Riley Newman. And right now we're watching this match, the number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed. And then we've got the 7 seed, Tyler Leung and Anna Bright, who also advanced, who will be playing Ben Johns and Annalie Waters. We've got 16 of the best mixed doubles players in the world left here at the Tournament of Champions. Again, this is a very important event on the PPA Tour as it's a 1,000 level. Lots of points on the line, lots of prize money on the line, and it's really important as far as seeding and ranking and appearance fees goes throughout the year. We could see some major movement in the standings, barring results here at the Club Tournament of Champions.
The White Infinity 4S4 LG Utah. The gray Toyota Corolla E43 Utah.
And Jessie, Irvin, and Jocelyn Devilliers starting where they left off with a big overhead up the middle, jumping to a 1-0 lead.
Minnesota.
Sorry, scoreboard error. Actually, it's still 0-0. Great defense, though.
Joke. Those vehicles must be moved.
And Colin Jones and Catherine Parento jump out to the 1-0 lead. Serving here at 1-0-2. Again, we're going to try to stream all the quarterfinal matches if possible. We'll see how long these matches last. But we're going to try to show all 4 of those for everyone at home. We think these are 4 great matchups, 16 of the best players in the world competing here in Brigham City, Utah. And we want to show you as much of the action as we possibly can. We'll obviously for sure have 3 quarterfinals, both semifinals, and the bronze medal match today. We're hoping we can squeeze in that 4th quarterfinal and give everybody at home all the matchups they're waiting for and be able to showcase all the top players in the world. We're seeing a little flip here in game number 2. Collin Johns and Catherine Parento jump out to a 4-0 lead as they try to capture game 2 to force a game 3. And Catherine misses just long there. Let's see if Jessie and Jay can get on the board. Jessie serving from the right at 0-4. Look at Jay, lean middle here. And he just imposes so much pressure on his opponents. Great shot by Colin, and Jay just couldn't get to that ball. He wasn't quite sure if he should pull away or if he should try to hit a volley. Great move by Colin. And there it is. First point in game number 2 for Devilliers and Irvin.
1-4-2.
Look at Jay just leaning middle. There's so much pressure. And he sneaks it right behind Colin for a winner. That was a great sequence by Devilliers and Irvin. Jocelyn Devilliers standing at 6'3", 6 feet 3 inches tall with a 6'5" wingspan. That extra reach just imposes so much pressure on opponents. And that length makes him such an offensive threat in pickleball. And Catherine Parento initiates that speed up. That's something that we should look at here. She initiates the speed up. She was ready for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th ball, and Collin Johns was able to put that ball away. But the speed up was initiated by the team that won the point.
Second serve. Five, 2-2. Side out. 2-5-1. Point. 3-5-1.
Let's take a look at that replay. Jay's able to go get that ball that was so far wide. All other three players on the court thought that that point was over, and he was able to flick it around the post and paint the line. Jocelyn just showing his athletic ability as he dumps one in the net.
4-5-2.
You guys see how Jessie Irvin plays a couple feet behind the line. It allows Jocelyn to be able to step over and get involved when he sees fit. Oh, hands battle. Colin Johns is able to win that on Jocelyn. He was ahead in that battle.
5-4-1.
Second call, 14 for players Caroline and Kelly.
All right, guys, we're going to jump back and take a replay of Jocelyn hitting that ball around the post. He was able to jump out wide. Let's take a look at it from this angle.
Caroline Sotinga. Court.
Look at him go and get that ball and just flick it in with his wrist and paint the line. A great replay from our production crew in the booth. Hats off to Jordan and team for capturing that angle.
Court maintenance to court 5, please.
4-5-2.
Second serve here at 4-5 in game number 2. It's important to note that Collin Johns and Catherine Parento jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Side out.
The momentum as of lately has been leading to Devilliers and Irvin, as they've won 4 of the last 5 scoring points. You can take a look at the crowd here. It's starting to fill in. We've got a little bit of overcast now. The people of Utah are coming out to watch the best players in the world. It's a date they circle on the calendar if you're a pickleball lover. It's something phenomenal when you can get the best players coming out to your hometown, and that's what we're doing here for Brigham City. So a big thank you to the TOC staff and the PPA Tour for bringing the top players here to participate this weekend. And a big kudos to the crowd. If you're within driving distance, I would recommend making the drive. Tomorrow we're gonna have our men's and women's doubles, and something a little unique, not Championship Sunday, but Championship Saturday. We're going to be playing night matches from 4 to 6 p.m. We're going to be on Fox Sports 1 for the mixed doubles final, followed by YouTube and Tennis Channel coverage for the men's doubles and women's doubles final Saturday night. It's going to be a fight under the lights. Come on out, make the drive, buy your tickets. It's great pickleball. And if you can't make it, go ahead and remind yourself, circle it in the calendar. It's going to be can't miss pickleball here at the Club Tournament of Champions presented by Selkirk.
Timeout, receiver 7-5-1. 1 minute. Yes.
We've got a timeout from the receiver. Score is 5-9-2. We're going to take a 1-minute break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back here. We're here at the Club Tournament of Champions as Irvin serves from the left at 7-5-1 here in game number 2. As Jessie Irvin and Jocelyn Devilliers look to close out this quarterfinal match in 2 games over Catherine Parento and Collin Johns. Again, we got a little bit of extra intensity here as we have Irvin taking on Parento. Old partners, they had a breakup earlier this year, so emotions are at an all-time high when playing each other. Both feel like they have a little chip on their shoulder and something to prove, which makes it extra fun for the fans here and people at home. Again, it looks like we have somebody asking about coverage for Championship Sunday. I'll slow it down a little bit for you guys. Sorry, it's going to be Championship Saturday. Correction. We're going to be on Fox Sports 1, 4 p.m. local time. That's Mountain Time. We're going to have the Mixed Doubles Championship match. That's going to be exclusively on Fox Sports 1. Once that match finishes, we're going to have our women's doubles championship and our men's doubles championship from 6 p.m. local to 9 p.m. local. Those will be available on both YouTube, PPA Tour, and also Tennis Channel Live. If you want the full coverage, please tune in to Fox Sports 1 and Tennis Channel this Saturday. Tomorrow we'll be bringing you all the live coverage here on the PPA Tour page. A big shout out to our production crew. They're doing a fantastic job bringing you this A+ production today as we continue this quarterfinal match here on Championship Court. A big overhead from Jay. Colin can't reset. The ball flips back over at 9-5. Let's see if they can close it out on this serving sequence. And they miss a bit long. Championship point number 1 on the service paddle of Jay Devilliers.
Second serve.
Match point number 2.
10-5-2.
A beautiful drop from Jocelyn. Jessie pulls Colin wide, and she gets it back and goes right back middle with the forehand flick. That's going to do it for our first quarterfinal. Jocelyn Devilliers and Jessie Irvin advance to the semifinal here of a PPA Tour 1000 event. It's the Club Tournament of Champions presented by Selkirk. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to be back with some great quarterfinal matches coming to you next.